Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the last video of your chapter 4. Okay, let's do some problems by using all your angles. Okay, this is your last exercise. Exercise number. So this is exercise 7. Okay, exercise 7, second question we are doing. If you can open your textbooks and just go through the question. Okay, so what they've given is, in this figure given, adjacent figure, they've given lines L and M, they are parallel, and N is a transversal line, okay, intersecting at 2 points. Okay, and so they have asked to fill up the blanks for all the situations given below. Okay, in that first bit, angle 1, it is given 80 degrees. Okay, so my angle 1 here, it is 80 degrees. Okay, and they're asking us to find what is angle 2, right? So you have a transversal, alright, and 2 lines cutting. So this angle is 80 degrees, and they're asking us to find what would be this angle, that is angle 2. So how you will do? So this is a transversal, isn't it? And the angle over here, it is for parallel lines. Okay, so these angles, they become supplementary, isn't it? So 180 minus 80 will be how much? So this is angle 1. If they are supplementary, how do you write? Your angle 1, okay, plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degrees, isn't it? So this angle 1 we know, angle 2 will be equal to 180 minus 80. This is 100 degrees. Okay, so our angle 2 is how much? 100 degrees. Okay, next blank they've asked you is, angle 3 is 45 degrees. This angle is 45 degrees. Okay, and they're asking us to find angle 7. So this is angle 7. So what angles are these? Yes, is it an alternate angle or corresponding angle? Yes, think. They are, yes, they are corresponding angles. Okay, so sorry, alternate angles, right? So these two angles are alternate angles. So alternate angle for the parallel lines with the transversal cutting at 2 different points is what? They are equal. So obviously when this angle is 45, this angle will also be 45 degrees. Alright, so we have got this angle as what? 45 degrees according to properties. Okay, so angle 2 is 90 degrees. This is then angle 8 is how much? If this angle 2 is suppose 90 degrees, then what would be this angle? Obviously this also will be 90 degrees because it is vertically opposite angles, isn't it? Okay, so this will be 90 degrees. Okay, if angle 4 is 100, here this angle, if they are saying it is 100, then angle 8. Okay, so the angles before, let's cancel that. Okay, now third blank is what? This angle is 100 degrees, then what would be your angle 8? First of all, tell me what are these angles, angle 8 and angle 4? They are corresponding or alternate angle? Yes, they are alternate angles. Corresponding angles are what? Angles which are on the same side of the transversal. Okay, now since this is your what alternate angle are corresponding angles in the for the parallel lines, they are equal, so obviously here it will be 100 degrees. Okay, let's move. If you have any doubt, we can discuss again in class. Okay, you need to just tell me that you did not understand or you want more explanation, we can go for it. All right. Okay, so now let's move on to do for your third question of the exercise. They've given you again the diagram. Find the measures of x, y and z, all the angles which are inside, forming inside. Okay, so we need to find all these angles in the figure. Okay, where L is parallel to BC. Okay, so this means you have two parallel lines. This is L. Okay, and okay, now what is your transversal here? Yes. Okay, so if these two are parallel lines, okay, we can take two transversal. It is like this transversal B is cutting this point, okay, at A and B, and the other transversal is cutting at A and C. Okay, anyway, so they are asking us to find what is your x, y and z from the figure, right? It's very simple. So your x you need to find. So where is x? You have x over here, okay, and the side angles it is given 45 and here it is 75. So this whole angle is what? All these three angles, they are 180 degrees. Okay, so since we have x plus 75 plus 45 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so you can take x is equal to how much? 75 plus 45. Okay, I'll take one more step. So 75 plus 45 is 13, right? 130. Well, 120, sorry, 120 is equal to 180 degrees. So my x will be equal to 180 minus 120. So this is nothing but it is 160 degrees. So your x 60 degrees, isn't it? Your x value is how much? 60 degrees. Okay, now they're asking again with what is y and what is z. See, it's very easy. You have this parallel line, okay, and if you are considering this as a transversal, so when this angle y you need to find, okay, you know what is this angle? It's 75 degrees. So y and this 75 degrees, they are what? They are alternate angles. Therefore y will be equal to how much? 75 degrees. So alternate angles are equal, right? For the two parallel lines with the one transversal intersecting, okay, another line intersecting at two different points, so that is you will have two alternate angles like this. Therefore y is 75 degrees. Okay, now what about z? Yes, if I extend this, okay, so my AC is a transversal for L and this L and BC line. So, okay, so I want this angle and I know what is this angle. So 45 degrees and Z, they are alternate to each other. Therefore Z will be equal to 45 degrees. Okay, so actually it's quite easy to do. Okay, so just understand that you can do it and it will become easy for you. Okay, don't get worried just by looking at the question. All the questions are very easy to answer. Okay, don't get panic. You need to just try and solve it. All right, now let's move on to the fourth problem. Any doubt for you, you can ask me in the class. Okay, I can explain you again and again, but don't leave it like that. You need to understand and try to be updated. Okay, and try to solve the problems. Okay, let's move on to the fourth question. Now in fourth question, this is a quadrilateral. Okay, in which AB is parallel to DC, and AD is parallel to BC, isn't it? When you extend these lines, you find them, this AD parallel to BC and DC parallel to your AB. Okay, and for these two parallel lines, you'll consider these as two as transversals, and for these two parallel lines, these two are transversals. Okay, anyway, now what they have asked, have asked to find you angle BCD. Only one angle is given, this is 50 degrees. Okay, angle formed at A. Now they have asked you to find out rest all angles. Okay, so what you will do, see, look at this. So you have this when you extend. Okay, so this, if I consider two parallel lines at DC and AB. Okay, these for to these two parallel lines, you have interior angles, okay, as 50 and D. So inside interior, on that is on the one side of the angle, one side of the transversal, if you have interior angles, what was the rule I've told you? They are supplementary. Okay, so what I can do is say is this 50 plus D is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, then D is equal to what? 180 minus 50. This is equal to 130 degrees. So I've got this 130 degrees. Alright, so now we can consider now this as your two parallel lines. Okay, and these two as parallel lines, and this as a transversal. Okay, so D and C become what? They become supplementary again. So angle D plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So I know what is D, it is 130. Okay, plus angle C we need to find now. So my angle C will be equal to 180 minus 130. So this will be equal to how much? 50 degrees. So your angle C will be 50 degrees. Okay, so angle C is, this is 50 degrees, this D is what? 130 degrees, and your B will, now tell me what will be your B. Your B will also be 130 degrees. Okay, why? Because if you consider this as a interior angle, okay, to the one side of the transversal interior angles, they are what? Supplementary. So 130 plus 50, this angle B plus 50 degrees will be equal to 180 degrees. So angle B will be equal to 180 minus 50. So it is angle B equal to 130 degrees. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand these example problems. Okay, let's see your fifth problem now. All the problems are very easy. Okay, so you can handle it very easily, quite actually very quite systematically. You can easily handle these questions. Okay, now in the given figure, you have L and M, okay, are intersected by a transversal line N. Okay, now is L parallel to M? Yes, isn't it? L is parallel to M? Yes or no? Yes, of course, because the distance between them, it is equal. And also, okay, so we have to just ask, L is parallel to M? Yes, they are parallel. Okay, now the sixth question is, find angles A, B, C, and D, E. Okay, all the angles A, B, C, D, and E from the figure given. Okay, can you try this problem by yourself? Try, it's very easy. So what you can do is you can extend the lines and just see. So one, I will tell you. Okay, angle A is how much is the value for angle A. So how can I do is, see, this is your transversal line. Okay, sorry, we have two parallel lines. Suppose if we take like this, and this is your transversal line. Okay, yeah, okay, two parallel lines are there. So your angle, these two becomes your alternate angle. So your angle A is equal to 50 degrees. Okay, now what about angle B? So if this is 50 degrees, obviously your angle B, 50 degrees, and this angle B, they are alternate, so it is also 50 degrees, right? So like this, you just go on do this, because they are all alternate angles. So actually it's all will be your 50 degrees, equal to 50 degrees. If you want to just check it, do it by yourself. If you have any doubt, we can discuss this in our Zoom meeting. Okay, so all angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, they are all 50 degrees. Why? Because they are all alternate to each other. When you find one angle, this is 50, obviously all the other angles will be 50 degrees. Okay, so let's stop till here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.